Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Jackson is 2 months old today, so I thought I would update you on how he's doing at 2 months and how I'm doing 2 months postpartum. He's currently asleep on my chest in the sling because yesterday we had his 8-week injections, and ever since then he's been quite unhappy unless he's on my chest. He's been really unsettled. It was quite the ordeal, to be honest, because when we got there I had to give him Calpol because he was having the meningitis B injection, and lots of babies have had a fever from having that. So as soon as we got in there I had to give him Calpol, which was the first time he's had anything except for milk, so that in itself was a real, like, he hated it. And then the next thing they gave him was like the oral vaccine for like the norovirus and stuff. It was like rotavirus or something, but that again was in his mouth, which he again hated. Then they did a Men B in his left leg, which was an injection, and it seemed like it really hurt him. And then we had to turn him around and do 2 more injections in his other leg, which was like tetanus, polio, diphtheria, all of that. So by the end of this, we were both in tears. He was crying, I was crying, because it was literally like I was holding him down to be like stabbed in the leg. I know they need it, and I'm sure the nurse was a really nice lady, but I just wanted to punch her in the face. I was just like, stop torturing my baby. And then ever since then, he has been quite hot and unsettled, so I've been giving him Calpol. Yeah, the nurse warned that we might have a bad night with him from all of the injections, but actually he slept through till 5 AM, so he kind of did the opposite, which I'm guessing is the Calpol or him just feeling terrible. Yeah, but anyway, Jackson at 2 months is doing really well. He's still exclusively breastfed and he's still putting on weight. We had him weighed over a week ago now, and he was 11 pounds 9 ounces. So I'm guessing he's over 12 pounds now, because he's sort of averaging like an ounce a day, I think. So yeah, he's still putting on weight. He's doing really well. Breastfeeding has been really easy this time, and I don't know if it's because it's my third, my body's like, right on it, I'm making milk. But I found it really easy. I definitely feel like I'm making enough, and I feel like now he's feeding in the day every 3 to 4 hours, so that's getting longer. And at night he's going 7 hours, like up to 7 hours, which is incredible. I've never had a baby sleep through the night so quickly before. My other 2 certainly weren't like this. Fraser in particular, my eldest, was every 2 hours for like months and months. But he is obviously getting loads. And also I think him sleeping on his front has really helped. I put him on his front because he had a terrible cold, and noticed that then he slept 5 hours in a row, and now it's even longer. So he loves sleeping on his front. As I mentioned in my past videos, he has like a special monitor to monitor his breathing, so I feel like I've got a little bit of reassurance when he's sleeping on his front. But yeah, it's really worked for us. The main changes since my last update are that he's so much more awake in the day. I know he's asleep on me right now, but he has a lot longer awake spells, and he's still smiling so much, and he's still chatting to us. He loves nothing more than to have a little chat with us, and he makes lots of noises now, which are really cute, like little cooing noises. The boys, like his brothers, love to talk to him as well, and I love to call Matt during the day and put Matt on speaker, and then I'll be talking to Matt, but I'll be looking at Jackson, and he thinks I'm having this big conversation with him, and it's the sweetest little face that he has when I'm talking to him. Lots of people comment on how smiley a baby he is. You only have to stick your head into the buggy and say hello to get a really big smile out of him. So he just seems a really happy and content baby. He's honestly, out of the 3 boys, he has been the easiest so far, but I guess he just has to fit in. He really doesn't have a choice. Jackson also had a 6-week check with the doctor, and everything seemed normal. They did the normal things like check his hips and weight and things like that. The doctor did comment that he seems quite long. He's still on the 91st percentile for height, and they said that with his length and his head size, it would seem like he's going to be a really tall person, which is interesting because I don't remember the doctor saying that about my 2 previous sons. So it'll be interesting to see if our youngest is also the tallest one day. My last update, Jackson had just lost all of his hair on top. It's now coming back in. I think it's gonna be like a light brown colored hair. And he's still got his big blue eyes. Lots of people say how big his eyes are. Jackson really loves the bath and kicking in the water. I do a bath for him every night between 6:30 and 7. It just depends on what sort of day we have. If it's just me with all 3 boys, I tend to bath him downstairs in the sink because it's right next to where the boys are watching TV. So I'll wash him in the sink. Or if not, I'll do him in the upstairs bath. and sometimes I put him in with the boys, sometimes I don't, but he really loves the water. He's really content in it, and sometimes I take him out of the bath and he'll cry a little bit, like almost where he was enjoying himself so much, and he hates the cold. Yeah, as well as the bath, he also really loves his brothers. They entertain him so much. They will chat to him and talk to him. They always want to hold him. He smiles loads for them. He just loves them. So he's so lucky to have so much entertainment and like stimulation around him. So he loves them, and he also loves baby TV. Now I haven't like sat him in front of the TV and just let him watch baby TV, but obviously it's on for my other children when he's around. And the other day in the bouncer, he was really smiling and looking at the TV, and my eldest son said, oh, let's put on baby TV. So we put it on, and he would just smile and look at it, and he really loves baby TV. He also really loves when you look in the mirror with him. He'll either look at my face or at his face and talk and smile and stuff. So he really loves doing that. So that's another way that I keep him entertained. I think he might have an allergy to wool as well. Now that hasn't been confirmed by my doctor or anything like that. It's just a feeling I have, because my mum was wearing a wool top when she was over visiting, and he really reacted on his face. And if I'm ever wearing like a woolly jumper, he will also react. And my husband's allergic to wool, so I think he might be as well. He's got quite sensitive skin. I've used absolutely no products on his skin in the bath yet, and I've literally just used like barrier cream on him and olive oil still. I probably could start using other products on him, but his skin is so nice, I don't really feel like there's any need to. So overall, he's been like the dream baby. He's so chilled and content. He eats well, he sleeps well. If he cries, you know it's for a genuine reason, like he needs a nappy change or he needs feeding, and that is about it. Most things can be solved with breastfeeding, to be honest. So he's really happy, and he's been so good and slotted right into our family. So to update you on me 2 months postpartum, I'm feeling really good in myself. I've got lots of energy because he is sleeping really well. I don't feel like death every day, which is amazing. I'm still desperately trying to lose the baby weight, just really trying to eat healthily. I have lost a further stone since my last update, which is about 14 pounds, but I still have about 1.5 stones to go before I'll feel like I'm back to myself and I'll fit into my old jeans. I actually get really down if I watch other people's postpartum updates, because their bellies are so flat and they're so thin, like straight after they've had a baby. And maybe it's because it's my third, maybe not, but yeah, I just feel like huge still, which I know he's totally worth it, but I would like to lose the weight now, so I'm trying to just be healthy. I'm typically having like a protein shake in the morning, which is completely a natural one, and it's vegan friendly and all of that. So I did a lot of research into what was safe when you're breastfeeding. So I'll typically have a protein shake with spinach or something and almond milk. Then I'll have like a healthy lunch, like today I'm having some chili, and then tonight we'll have like a healthy dinner as well. So I'm just trying to be sensible and drink lots of water. At my 6-week check, they said that I could start working out now, but my stomach did split again in pregnancy. It probably never went back, it's just split still. So I need to be careful with sit-ups and things like that, but I can now start working out a bit more and doing like some walks and things, so I hope to start doing that. It's just finding the time, isn't it? I need to make time. So I think that's all that I wanted to update on. If I've missed anything, just ask me a question in the comments. I always reply. I also just uploaded a video on our newborn essentials from the experience that we've had, so I'll link that down below. And yes, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you soon. Bye. It's waking up. Say bye-bye. Bye.